By any measure, the situation in Syria has worsened since the beginning of the year. We now estimate that some 13.5 million people in Syria are in need of some form of protection and humanitarian assistance throughout the country, an increase of some 1.2 million in just 10 months. More than 6 million of those in need are children. This is one of the largest displacement crises of modern times. Fighting and violence has forced over half of the people in Syria from their homes in a period of just over 4 years, many of them multiple times. There are now some 6.5 million people displaced inside Syria. In addition, nearly 4.2 million have fled the country, with neighbouring countries in the region bearing an enormous burden. An increasing number of Syrians fleeing the war and violence are willing to risk everything aboard unseaworthy boats and dinghies to reach Europe. Of the 680,000 arrivals by sea in the Mediterranean in 2015, over 50% are Syrian. They have a right to seek asylum without any form of discrimination. Mr. President, the rising levels of fighting and violence over the last few weeks have had an enormous humanitarian impact, resulting in large-scale death, injury and displacement to civilians. The pace of displacement in Syria remains relentless. Well over 1.2 million people have been displaced so far this year, many for the second or third time. Further displacement is expected to continue at a similar rate unless there is an end to the fighting.